Hello and welcome to the Dream Team Tonic podcast. Tonight, it's the big one, the team reveal special. We might still make changes this Monday evening, just for those that are listening back. So we still might have a bit more information. I'm going to put that straight in there first. But yeah, how ready are you guys feeling? It's all three of us, myself, Scott, Ben and Tony. Ben, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
All good, all good. Getting a bit nervous. You prepared?
Well, as prepared as I can be. Obviously, we got the Carabao Cup this week, haven't we? So the draw could make a lot of changes to the team. See who gets a good draw.
Yeah, I think that's something a lot of people wouldn't have thought of. I think going into the final few days.
And
Tony,
the
prepped?
Draw soon as well, isn't it?
Yeah, excited, can't wait. Yeah, like I said, Carabao Cup, them draws. You want them to have Premier League draws, don't you? Premier League v Premier League, and get them doubles nice and early, hopefully. But yeah, it's been tough. But it's got to this week or today, and I am starting to feel quite settled now. Quite settled.
Sorry, Ben. When was you going to say those? When are those European draws? Do you know?
Oh, I haven't got it to hand.
They'll coming soon. Yeah, I think a few people are starting to get a bit shaky after the Community Shield yesterday as well. Salah's now finished, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done for.
Yeah, we're tearing up our drafts. So say hello to a few people in the chat before we get started. We are going to speed things along for this episode. I know they do always normally cross an hour, but we're going to try and stick to an hour because we've got a tight schedule. We've got loads of team reveals coming from a load of great managers and people in the community coming for you the whole way through from sort of Monday to the deadline on Friday. So we're going to have content flying out for you guys. But massive shout out to the Patreon members and our YouTube channel members who are joining us live for this one. We've got Steve in the chat. We've got Joe. We've got Ian. We've got Gary. We've got James all the way from Venezuela. We've got Luke Sinclair, Miss Noopy, Thomas Walton, Nobbles 2.0, Edward Morgan, Anthony Sutcliffe. You're here. Fancy seeing you here. Aman's on holiday. Greetings. Have a lovely holiday, Aman. Philip Harrison. And I bet you're all surprised that we're partially on time.
Drop a like on the video. Been for a while, isn't it?
What's that?
It's closest to 5:30 we've been for a while, I reckon.
Yeah. We'll try and keep it going. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not already. Ben, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll just quickly tell you, it's the 28th of August, the draw for the Champions League.
Okay, so
the season will already be started by then. Right, let's have a look then.
We'll have a look.
So, goalkeeper.
Where are we going?
Well, I'm going cheap. Spreading the funds on the attack in midfield. I've been bouncing around the cheapies because there's no one really jumping out for me. I did have the Sunderland keeper in this week, but looking back at their pre-season, they've been battered. I know the new keeper hasn't played all the games, but they lost the last game at home to Rayo Vallecano 3-0. So, yeah, they do have a nice run of fixtures, but they just don't look very, very good, really. So I've ditched that for now. I did like the look of Leeds fixtures, but with Perry just coming back from injury and Darlow was the keeper last year, I'm not too sure who's going to start the season. So at the moment, I'm on Bayindir at Man United. Same sort of thing as well there. So I can see him maybe playing the first 2 game weeks of the season. Hopefully get the cup match as well because Man U's not in Europe this year. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe get the first 2 game weeks at Bayindir at the moment, and then when Onana's back, which he could be back for the first game. I might consider moving him on then. But yeah, there's
captained as well. That's brave.
Yeah, first man on the team sheet, mate. Yeah. I mean, that Hermanson transfer to West Ham's quite interesting. That could be 2 years on the trot. I started with it. I started with it because I had him at the start of last season.
Has he been added yet?
Yeah, 2.5. 2.5, but yeah, I want to spend 2 million on goalie really, but if I have to, I will spend a bit more. Defense, I have gone for El Hadj Diouf, the new left wing back for West Ham. Very attacking wing back. Looks really good in pre-season and starts with a fixture against Sunderland and obviously Carabao Cup in the second game. Hopefully gets that as well. I've got Coyote from Brentford. He's only 2.5 million. And yeah, he came on loan last year, looked decent, and it's got a mean throwing. So the new manager's a set piece coach, and he's Keith Andrews, ex Blackburn.
Yeah, he used to play for Rotherham.
So if they're gonna concentrate on set pieces, it'll be like watching Wimbledon, won't it? So yeah, you might get a few throwing assists, and he got an assist in pre-season, one of the recent games from a cross.
Yeah, that was nice.
Italian under 21 international. And then I've got De Kuiper at the moment. Brighton new left wing back. Very attacking. Gets like double figures for goals and assists every season. I know it's in the Belgian league, but yeah, obviously got a lot of potential because Brighton have signed him. So Brighton don't mess about really with these.
Got a good eye, haven't they?
Yeah. And he's an international. He was at the Euros for Belgium.
Yeah.
Midfield. So this is where I'm spending some money now. Got Cole Palmer. He's in there.
Was he sort of first name on the team sheet for you? When did you start from the front and work back, or without giving it away?
Yeah, I usually start from the front and work my way back. Yes. The Raz was a couple of seasons ago. We had a bit of a big at the back, didn't we? Where we had Cancelo, Trent, Reece James. There was someone else as well that was really good. But like recently, the game's gone the other way again, where you need to spend the money up top. I think until you get your budget up again, because obviously the budget at the start of the game is really important. Yeah, Palmer on penalties as well. Nice run of fixtures for Chelsea. On the fixture ticker for us, the Dream Team Tonic fixture ticker is 4 green fixtures. So, yeah, he's been really good in the Club World Cup as well. So, definitely in there for me. Next one is Mo Kudus for Spurs. Bonus magnet. Didn't have a great season last year, but we know the potential he has from his first season at West Ham. He just gets goals, assists, bonus. He doesn't mind a tackle as well. Yeah, he's everywhere, and obviously new shiny toy for Spurs. So I'd imagine he'll be starting 4.5 million. I think it's a snip. Yeah. Next one's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. He's just penalties. He's everywhere. He's bonus points galore. I was concerned initially by the signs of Mbeumo and Cunha, but he's not going to be playing defensive midfield, is he? He's going to be playing like a number 8 role where he's going to be getting everywhere. Even if one of them doesn't play, he'll be pushed back up to the top number 10 role. He's still taking corners and set piece, free kicks, and he'll be on penalties. So. And obviously, he'll be getting stuck in, probably even more if he's a bit further back. So I think he'll get a lot more tackles as well. I've had to put an enabler in this one. I've gone for Carvalho from Brentford. With Mbeumo gone now. Visa looks like he's going to be on the way out as well. Carvalho's was really explosive in the start of his career at Fulham. Looked really good. Then Liverpool signed him. but it didn't quite work out for him. But when he's been out on loan and that, he's done really well. And
Good
hopefully,
player.
hopefully he'll get loads of minutes now. Now the route's open for him. I think 2.5 is going to be a good price for him. And it's you have to find a few enablers if you want the big hitters in there. So I'm excited about this one. He got a goal in pre-season recently as well. They've got Brentford. Where are the fixtures? They've got Forest, Villa, Cup, and Sunderland in the first 4. So see how this goes. It's gonna be interesting.
That's the thing. The bar's pretty like the bar is low, isn't it? When you go for like a 2.5, like, you're not hoping for too much. Just that, maybe 3-4 points, you'd be all right with. I think, to be fair, for 2.5.
Yeah, as long as you're a big hitter does the business. Like, so if you've you spreading that out, say for Palmer or for Fernandez, as long as they do the business, and then your enabler gets just a few, you're happy, aren't you?
Yeah. Right, going to the front 3 now.
What you got left here? 20. What you got? 20.5.
So here we are. Mo Salah, the man of the moment. Everyone's selling him. I'm sticking with him for now. What can I say? 57 goal contributions last year. 34 goals, 23 assists. What can I say? I mean, he loves the start of the seasons as well. Like, he always does really well. I think he's only blanked in one game week 1 in all his Liverpool career. So, I'm having him in for the first match, and it's a home match against Bournemouth. And I've got the captain's armband on him.
You sure you don't want it on B and D?
No, you can move it now.
There's options still, isn't there, from Liverpool if you decide later you want to move him to someone else. I like that.
Next one is João Pedro from Chelsea. Since he signed for Chelsea, the Club World Cup's been scoring, and he's been scoring in all pre-season games. I know he's people are saying he might be minutes risk, but the fixtures are so good for Chelsea. I think he can bang in 60, 70 minutes in those fixtures. I am tempted by Bowen, but I think it's all down to the Carabao Cup draw. If West Ham get an easy draw, then it's a single in game week 2 against Arsenal, isn't it? Yeah. Double check that. Oh, sorry, Chelsea. It's a single against Chelsea, yeah. So, yeah.
You almost want that one harder, don't you? You almost want a harder match for West Ham. No, it might not be as good for the youth, but if you're going Bowen, you want full strength almost. Yeah,
you want a team that they want to try. I mean, they have to put a stronger team out against. So to get someone like Newport or something, they'll probably just put Fulkrug or Wilson up front, won't they?
Wilson, get a run out.
Wilson. Yeah, and the last man on the sheet is Haaland.
Fancy taking a chance against him?
No, good fixture, first one. Everyone was moaning about him last year, but has he scored 31 goals?
Yeah, 31 it was.
Yeah, a bit of a crap season.
Yeah, I think it's the FPL crowd really, because like we get the points in the Champions League and in the cups, don't we? So we didn't blank so much really in Dream Team. It was more Premier League.
Yeah,
that shocked me. That shocked me. Like when I was doing one of my videos, I was trying to look at how long he blanked for, because I know there was a massive. It felt like a massive goal drought, which actually turned out to be just 4 matches. I'm pretty sure when you play in Dream Team, when there's the other games as well, like Europe and Cup. So it weren't as bad for us in Dream Team, but yeah, I remember it did feel really bad on FPL having had him. Yeah.
Then I've got 1 million in the bank now at the moment.
Yeah, I just noticed that. What are you doing with that? Investing?
Just waiting, biding my time. There'll be something hopefully that comes up closer to the deadline. Obviously, we get the Carabao Cup draw as well, don't we? Oh yeah, like Bowen's $500,000 more than Pedro. I might want a goalkeeper who's a bit more expensive as well. So I might upgrade Coyote. I don't know. I might upgrade Carvalho. Yeah, that's me.
What do you think? What do you think, Tony? And let us know in the chat. What do you reckon on Ben's draft here? Leave a comment as well. It'd be nice though.
I like it. I never thought you'd see double Brentford, but that is the way you've got to go, aren't you? Who was it a couple of seasons ago? Was it Mbumo with $2.5 million? Early doors, and he went off quite well. I mean, it's all about that first game for me. You want a good start, a Carvalho goal and a clean sheet for Brentford would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. And all of a sudden, these enablers have got you a nice little haul early doors, and you can kick on from there. It allows you to have them two big hitters in midfield as well as having Kudus. I think it's pretty balanced, to be fair. I don't like Chelsea's first fixture. Crystal Palace are a good side.
Yeah.
I thought they'd have lost a little bit more of their team this summer. They proved back end of last year they were brilliant in the run up to the cup, and then obviously winning the FA Cup, and now they just went toe to toe with a very, very, very strong Liverpool side. But don't get me wrong, I think Chelsea was one of the best performances I've ever seen from an English team in European competition against PSG. I thought they were unbelievable. It's how fresh they come back. I know I'm going to be bringing Chelsea players in. I just don't know if I can start with them. That might backfire on me because Palmer and obviously Pedro have been playing in pre-season because obviously they've just come back and they've got some minutes. So I'm expecting them maybe to have a bit of a longer break, but yeah, like I say, I think after the Palace game, the fixtures are nice. I just don't like that Palace game. I think it's going to be a tough one. I could see a draw.
Problem is the ownership, isn't it? I know you're never that fussed, are you, about that? Well, I know you're willing to take things on. But
it angers me.
See,
I feel forced sometimes. Where you feel forced, I'm going to have him. I don't want him. I don't believe in it, but I might have to have him just to protect myself against a big loss. But I'm all right. I'm happy to go against first week.
But I mean, Ben, you're protected there from the main ownership players. You've got Palmer covered, the top, Salah 44%, Pedro's third, 35%, and then Haaland 35%.
Yeah.
You're going against Wirtz, Saka, Gyökeres are the next big ones, but you start to get towards lower 20s, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Don't mind it. I think the end here, I agree with James here, booking in the transfer. It's not the end of the world though. Like if say Onana does play game week 1, I know someone did in the comments, Nobbles say that you could use your sub on it, but I don't think it's worth it for a keeper.
I'm not saying that's guaranteed my goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I'm just putting him in there because that's my price point. There's literally nothing standing out at the minute. That Sunderland keeper, he conceded 3, didn't he? So
you could but the thing is, if he doesn't play, if you hold him, he's probably going to get the cup game anyway, and he'll swap it round, so it's not immediate. No, good.
I see Aman's in Ben Madina, my hometown.
Is that your hometown? Is it?
That's where I used to live. Yeah.
You got a recommendation for him?
A recommendation?
Yeah. Where should he go?
Yeah, get yourself down 24-hour square. Get the Smirnoff ices.
Right, should we swiftly carry on as we've got a very special guest after this episode? I'll do mine because Tony, you've prepared a little something, haven't you? So
while
I've still got this on screen, I'll go with mine. I've taken a leaf out of your book, Ben. I started the season. Who did I have in there first? I had Areola at first at 2.5. Hermansen's now come in, but in between that period of thinking he was going to leave, I just kind of accepted that I liked my team better with a 2 million. So I'm going to go for the Sunderland guy for now. Roefs. Is it Roefs? Is that how you say it? Again, not giving him the armband. But yeah, like I don't expect hardly anything from them. West Ham at home, Burnley away in game week 2, and then maybe gets the cup. I don't know for the second one. We'll see. But just hoping for some save points, really. And if he can scrape one clean sheet out of that first 3, I think that's okay for 2 million. I had a little bit of a lucky stretch with Sells at the start of last season, which went all right. I went to Murich, which wasn't great, but then if you just got battered with a few saves, you kind of felt okay about it. So
yeah,
I'm going to go with him. Not spend much more time on that one. I've got Diouf the same as you, Ben, here. Again, just really like the look of him in pre-season. I don't like jumping on these like early sort of bandwagons, new players. I kind of put him in the Kuiper sort of category as well, where he's new to the league and stuff. But I know Potter was an ex-Brighton manager, so he maybe has got a bit of that in him. But like with the Kuiper, how much Brighton can just rotate, change things around. Probably a little bit of scarring from last year as well. Even though I didn't have him, I just saw loads of people with, was it Barco? So I don't want that happening again. I'm going to go with just the youth for now, and I think that's an all right fixture against Sunderland away. And again, got the same as you, Coyote. It's very vibesy. I think like I don't really think Brentford are a really really strong defense or anything like that, but they can sit back, can't they, and absorb a little bit. Forest I think they've gone 4 games in pre-season without scoring a single goal.
Yeah,
which may not continue, but I think that could be just quite a tight first game. Aston Villa probably a tough one, but Carabao Cup with it maybe. They've got Hickey who can come in, but I think that's like you said, the long throws. It's a bit vibesy. I just think it could be fun, and at 2.5, get what you pay for probably. And this one, I'm going for O'Brien. Hang on, I got it wrong last pod, didn't I? I was calling him James O'Brien from the LBC talk show, but Jake O'Brien. He doesn't talk about politics. He just nuts them in from corners. I'm getting him in there, 6'6". Can play centre back, can play right back. I think not been the best in pre-season, but I trust him as a defence. I trust Moyes' teams as a defence. I think he's going to be solid. So it's Leeds, Brighton at home, and then Wolves away. So okay fixtures. And then again, maybe Moyes goes stronger in the cup. We'll wait and see. But they are short on numbers as well. So they've just had Tarkowski and Branthwaite only returning back from injury. So if you're going to not risk anyone, I think it's those two. So maybe there's a chance that he ends up getting 2 games. So back 3 looking a little bit light there at the back. But it's because I'm going to throw it all forward the budget. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to go with another cheapie first. I'm going to go with Dewsbury Hall. Now, I'd had in my first draft, I'd had Kudus. I think I had Ndai as well. I kind of was going like bonusy sort of players, but a little bit put off of Ndai with all the new signings coming in at Everton. I think he will play. He's probably one of their best players still.
Quality player.
I think he is going to play. I wanted to find a bit of money, but also doubts are starting to creep in. Who plays where? So, I mean, this position is definitely not nailed, but I think there's quite a few 3 millions that I like the look of. A little list somewhere, but yeah, I think Ward-Prowse probably could have come in here. I like Gomez from Wolves, tackle monster.
Yeah.
And even Sarr from Spurs. I think there's okay options around 3 million. And my thoughts with the back line and probably this spot is just don't expect too much, and I can just use them spots to build the budget. I think I'm going to try and hop around the people of this price point. If they have a good week, get them in, take the price rises. And then I've got a bit of a strong core here. I don't know if it's because I was indecisive. I think it probably was because I was indecisive. But I want to get the big hitters in here, and there's none that I'm willing to like really sacrifice. And maybe I'll have a more balanced, better team, but I want Saka in my team, not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I just think he's being overlooked this season. I know he's 0.5 more than the other premiums, which does work against him, but I'm not convinced that these first two fixtures are bad fixtures. And the way Saka does on Dream Team, like he's really good for sort of bonus. He normally gets things like tackles as well. He just gets a bit of everything. Might still be on pens with the Gyökeres signing. We don't know yet. But I kind of wanted him to not look good in the last preseason game, which sounds silly. But if Arsenal looked poor and he didn't look very good with Gyökeres, I may have just been able to use that as an excuse to not get him in. But the link up was there this final friendly with Gyökeres, and Saka looks on it. So I'm going to put him in. I think Man United away, I don't think it's as bad as people are making out. But Leeds at home, I think loads of people are looking at Arsenal's like first 6 and going their start's really difficult and just sort of ignoring that there's Leeds at home. Like you can take him out after that. We get 2 transfers a week. So I'm thinking just start with him and then maybe come that Liverpool game, make a decision when you've seen everyone else in action. You might see that Madueke takes Martinelli's place and you could drop down to a 4. Or if Palmer's not doing it, you could switch to a Pedro or Enzo. So, I've just given it away. Palmer's coming in. I don't want him. But I'm a coward and he's 51% owned. We know how dangerous he can be. We've all been stung by him at some point. I think the gap between him and Saka to start the season is closer than what I'm seeing in a lot of drafts. So I'm going for Palmer as an ownership play. Sorry, Tony. Don't be ashamed of me.
Yeah.
I don't want him, but I don't want half the game battering me in game week 1. So
yeah,
he's in there as well. He's also looked good in pre-season. I think he hit the post in in the games where he hasn't even delivered. He still looked pretty lively. So I've got him in there. And I've also got Bruno Fernandes. So I'm going Saka, Palmer, Bruno, hopefully 3 pen takers, hopefully 3 talismans in their team. And again, with Bruno, I could probably get away with not starting him for game week 1 against Arsenal, but I want him for game week 2. I think he's going to be most capped in game week 2. I think he's going to be most capped in game week 3. So again, I don't want to not be on that. I think I'm not worried about him playing deeper. I think he'll still be fine. So that is my midfield. Up top, I'm going Salah. Don't think we have to elaborate. I don't think he's finished. Don't think he's washed. I don't think he's going to bang, hit 33 and be done. I think he's all right. I think he's going to get plenty of chances in this Liverpool team. Maybe the goal share splits up a little bit, but I'm not even phased. I've seen people in my comments today saying, oh, he won't be on pens anymore. Do you think Salah's going to go, oh, missed 2 pens in pre-season, you have it? He's not that sort of player, is he? No. He's having them. And then Haaland is in. So this is where all my budget is going. I've got Saka, Palmer, Bruno, Salah and Haaland, to the detriment maybe to the rest of my team. And then I've got 3 million left to spare. So I really wanted Bowen in my first draft, but I'm going to go for Füllkrug at West Ham. So been on a bit of a streak in pre-season. I think they're playing a bit of, almost like a 2 with the wing backs, sort of 5 at the back, wing backs, 2 up top. I know Bowen might play up top on his own at times, so it could be a little bit of a risk. But again, I think there are people that you can swap with around that sort of price. So I'm going to put him in. I'm doubtful that he's going to get 2 fixtures in the second week because he's had injury problems himself, hasn't he? He's looked on it in pre-season, but didn't really get any sort of starts really last season. So it is a risk. But Sunderland, I'm just hoping he can pop up with a goal. And then we go and see how we get on in game week 2. But yeah, sacrificing sort of the rest of my team here. Füllkrug, that midfield spot at 3 million, and then the defense and goalkeepers, I think I'm going to be happy to try and hop around because I do think there is some value at the cheaper prices. And I'm thinking I'm just going to leave Salah, Haaland, Palmer, Saka, Bruno till let game week 2 play out and then decide which one to drop down. Salah with the armband. What are we saying?
It's sensible, but then it also comes with its own risk as well, having all the premiums, because we know how they get punished way more if they don't perform in that first week. And if you have a bit of a premium disaster first week, it could be very expensive to your budget. And then also, obviously, you're looking then you've got quite a lot of cheapies knocking around. But ultimately, it'd be one of them where you just got to sit it out. These are the players that score the most in the game, and they have them over the last few years. Salah, over 500 points last year.
Yeah, 60 points, clear a second.
Yeah, he absolutely smashed it. Which is scary because he didn't really do much towards the end of the season, did he?
Put his feet up, didn't he?
He put his feet away. He could have hit 600 points easily, which would just blown everybody else away. Yeah, I get why you're doing it. I get the ownership on Palmer. Yeah, you just look with them 5 premiums. If the rest of them do a little bit in that first week, I mean, yeah, you're set, aren't you? You just need a couple of them.
What I was trying to think with, like, do you know the obviously the price decrease if they don't deliver. I was kind of thinking about it though, and I was thinking like if I get Saka and he doesn't do it against United, I can't take him out for Leeds.
No, people will still want to bring him in for Leeds.
People want to bring him in for Leeds, and then they've got to decide whether they want to take the drop.
Yeah.
With Palmer, if he doesn't do it, am I going to sell him before West Ham? I don't think I could do that. Bruno, you're going to want as the highest capped. And Salah and Haaland obviously come with their own sort of risks of going against. So, yeah, I think everyone else is going to be in a pickle anyway if they decide they want to move on to him and they haven't done well previously. Yeah. So, and then if people do get put off Saka because he's going to drop 0.3, then I'll just have him on the Leeds game to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is risky, I know, and I do think it probably does stem from being indecisive. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna go for now, and then drop later when we've got more information. Because even the premium defenders, Arsenal, I had Skelly, but they've thrown it into a bit of doubt having Calafiori start that last game. I think Skelly will still start, but I don't want to go there, take the risk. And then Chelsea have just had a few injuries at the back with Chalobah and Colwill. Looks like Rodri's going to be out. Vardy didn't make the last friendly.
Yeah,
so that's like 3 of the big defenses struggling. And then if Liverpool, that Palace game's anything to go by, they might take a little while to warm up as well at the back. So I think maybe I can get away with it for 2 weeks or so, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's just for me. Obviously, I've played the game without a keeper many a time, and that position doesn't really bring you much points, does it? It's never changed over years. It's one of them where if you're gonna just not spend any money and using an enabler, it's usually the keeper. The defense probably less so in the last couple of seasons since the changes have been made. I don't think they probably get as much. Gone are the days of the Trent, Cancelo, and Reece James triple up. Like they were absolute menaces, weren't they? And they were at some point like Trent and Reece James were outscoring a lot of the midfielders and even pushing up towards the strikers at some point. So we don't have that as much, but then there's always the scope for it. Nori at City, I think, would have a good shout this season to hit them kind of figures. Porro, we know, he does the business. Like you think, like Spurs were getting absolutely paggered at times at the back, but his point scoring was still immense. if he'd have thrown 10 clean sheets into that mix, he was well up there and on one of them Trent scoring. So there's potential there with Thomas Frank coming in, with Porro. It's difficult. It's always there where you've got the value already in your premiums. So if you did need to like stop the rot at the back kind of thing and improve your back or improve your back line or improve Dewsbury Hall or somebody or improve Fulcrum, you've got the value there within the team anyway. It just means you will have to sacrifice them big hitters at some point.
And then they probably hit you the next week.
Yeah, possibly. But with the Saka and Fernandez thing, I would playing with that for the last few days, saying because you want both of them for that game week 2. Now, so do you start with them, or do you risk they have a bad week and then you're in a dilemma? Because if they have a bad week the first week against each other, they're possibly going down top point 2, but you want them for that second week, so you might be taking somebody out for a player that's going down, which feels a little bit worse than just holding on to somebody who's going down.
Yeah.
It's one of them. It's a
you run the risk
thing.
of the Ben thing a couple of seasons ago with United. If someone does go in a real downward spiral.
Yeah, I think that was Fernandez and Rashford, weren't it, at that point?
Yeah.
That went absolutely peak tongue. But I think Palmer's the risk there. I think Fernandez and Saka, yeah. Palmer, Crystal Palace. I don't know. I think I'll be wanting to bring Palmer in next week. I'll just be hoping that he doesn't do much, or he just does enough that he holds value. So then I bring him in. I'm not losing anything. But
should we move on to yours?
Conscious of time? Yeah, go on.
I'll boot this off.
I feel like the Maverick. of the.
No, you're just the one with the guts to go against the big boys. That's
even guts of stupidity in it.
I just feel like if I don't start with one of these, they could end my season. But I don't feel like not having a Night Nori or not having a Porro is going to kill me too badly. But we'll see. While you're getting your team up on the screen, if you're not one of our Patreon members or YouTube channel members already, do consider signing up for the start of the season. So we've got early access to the guys that are here on the live stream now, but you get early access to all of our podcasts throughout the season. You get access to our Discord community. You get Ben's fixture ticker throughout the season, which he updates with all the cup fixtures and sort of permutations. And what else? We've got exclusive articles. I wrote an article on players to target for game week 1. Anything else? Ad-free listening. Good vibes all around. I think that's it. And we're going to have a load more content coming for everyone else as well. In this run-up, we've got a few team reveals coming. I won't announce them right yet, but I've just filmed one beforehand. We're going to film one straight after, and we're going to be putting those out all week long for you guys. So you don't have to just listen to our ideas. You have a whole host to combine and then make your own plan. You got music as well? Didn't mention this. Or be careful. Be careful.
No, it's all right. It's I was going to do something even, but I don't know. Like, no, we get the pod band. So
quite funky.
First up, Gordon Darlow. Now, when Leeds signed Perry, I was like, Perry's going in straight away. I was looking for the Leeds keeper, nice and cheap, 2 million. Anyway, from what Barker has said in his pressers, Darlow's number 1. He had a great end of last season. He's obviously got promoted with him, and he's sticking with him for the time being. Perry played half the last game. He said just to get minutes into him, but Darlow will start the season. So anybody who does have Perry in, just heed that warning that he is saying he's starting with Darlow as number 1. So I'm probably booking in a transfer because I presume they paid big money for Perry, so he will become number 1 at some point. As soon as Darlow makes half a mistake, do you know what I mean? It's just the excuse then to throw in the new toy. So, but first game against Everton, who I thought might be a toothless Everton. You know, they made a few decent signings recently, so we'll see with that. But yeah, 2 million, nice fixture up first, and that's just the way it is. I don't like to spend money on my keeper. Here we're back. Next up is this lad, and he is actually called El Hadj Diouf, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. He used to play for Rovers.
El Hadj Diouf used to play for Rovers. He did. But what's drawn me to this guy is that he's looks like he could be a good. Do you want me to move the music on?
I just can't stop moving.
Right, hold on. I can't get rid of it.
I think I can do it here.
Oh, right. Oh, but it's not muted for me though, is it? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Right. Right, yeah, Diouf, El Hadj Diouf. So, 3 games he's played for West Ham. I think he played 1 wide left, left forward, left wing, and left wing back. So, an out of position player, possible goals and assists. I think at 3 million with a great fixture. First off, I just think it's a no-brainer. I think we're seeing him in quite a lot of teams, to be honest. But yeah. That's why he's sat there. Next up, De Cooper. I didn't want him to score the other day because I think his ownership percentage must have probably gone up by about 10%. But yeah, he grabbed the goal the other day. He's shown, as Ben said earlier, he's got the talent to hit double figures in attacking returns, and we know what Brighton are like for uncovering diamonds and stuff, so he could be a good one. Not the worst fixture to kick off with as well. So and cheap, I think, at 3 million. They're just out of them two, just looking for that first return straight away, get a bit of value in them, and then see where you go for the second week. Third one, I couldn't not have him in my team. He's as well as Cunha. I love watching him and Cunha play. I think they're brilliant. I think they've just got something about them that they were destined to play for bigger sides.
That's right. All right, Nori, if you're listening. I don't know if we said it.
All right, did I not say it? So yeah, I ain't Nori. Great signing for City, and I just think he was almost playing left wing for Wolves. So what's he going to do for Man City?
Yeah.
I did watch him against Palermo, and I tried to watch how many runs maybe he made into the box and down the line, because obviously they have a hell of a lot of attacking talent on the pitch. But he was getting up there, and I think he's going to do all right. I think he's going to nail points. I think 4.5. I think he's quite cheap at that price, really. I think he could do a Porro. So
bonus tackles as well.
Yeah, he's one of them players where if I didn't have him and he starts hauling, it'd annoy me. It'd really frustrate me because I'd be like, I love him as a player. Let's have him in. So he's there. Over into midfield. So I've spent a little bit, possibly a little bit more than you lads in defence. Just probably with the 8 Nori maybe.
2 million, yeah, roughly.
I did have Porro sat in there at one point. But it's gone elsewhere. Midfield. Plum fixture against Burnley first up. Hopefully catches them cold. Bonus magnet. 4.5 million for someone who's probably going to be one of the mainstays of a decent Spurs attack. Cracking player, to be fair. Really, really good player. So, yeah, I think he's nailed in my side. I don't think I'm even thinking of getting rid of him. So, yeah, I think he's a mainstay, possibly for quite a bit of the season.
That's Mo Kudus for everyone listening on.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I best say the name first there. Next up, Saka. Now, I've been between Saka and Fernandes. And and like I say, I do want both of them for game week 2. I'm trying to think who's going to have the better of the first game week, yeah. And I just, after Saka's performance the other night, it is a little bit of recency. But yeah, I just, Saka's going in there. Loves his bonus points. Loves his goals, assists. Hopefully he's still on penalties. I'd rather go against United in the first game than go against Arsenal, I think. So, because of the way my money's been spent, I could have both. And I might still have both. But at this moment in time, I've just got Saka. Next up, Jorginho Rutter, ex-Leeds. He's talented. He's such a good player. And with the Welbeck news that Welbeck isn't quite at it, he's not really been involved much. I just think he could slot right into that role, and he could be playing even more advanced. He's got pace. He's a good finisher. He scored a hell of a lot of goals for Leeds and assisted as well. I've seen him up close in Championship. He's talented. He's another good signing for Brighton. He did all right last season. For figures, he weren't too bad. Points-wise, he weren't too bad. 3.5 million. Like I say, not the worst first fixture. You know what Brighton can do. They can, on their day, they can beat anybody. So I just think try and maybe get a goal out of him early doors. Again, Brighton as well. Obviously, in the second week they have the cup. So it's just, I think he could be a good option.
They go out to score 2 and 3, don't they? As well, like every game.
They're not scared of that, are they? So,
yeah, I like that one. I had toyed with when I saw Mikalenko get injured. I did think I could drop O'Brien down by 0.5 and then do my 3 mil slot in midfield up to 3.5, and he was one of the guys. Obviously, Minte is the same as well, but
the
fact that he could be number 9 playing in midfield, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I think Minte got a couple of goals, didn't he? I'm hoping that takes the ownership onto Minte and leaves Rutter, hopefully, a little bit free. But yeah, nice Jorginho Rutter, that was. Unless I didn't say it. Fourth one. Now, I watched this lad the other night, and obviously he scored double figures in Serie A for AC Milan. I weren't really sure about where he was playing. I thought he might have been a holder or a number 8. But I tell you what, he were playing almost some points up alongside the striker. The runs into the box were very impressive. He should have had an hat-trick. And what sold it for me, because I put him onto the watch list after that game, you think he scored 2, performed well. I could come a cropper here, because you know what Pep's like. Usually he would tell everybody, oh, this guy's a world beater, and then he won't be in squad next week. We've seen him do that with Foden quite a lot. But just his comments about where he expects him to play, and he wants him arriving in the box, and the quality he has when he's arriving in the box. I think to score them 10 goals, I think he scored 10 and assisted, I think 8 for Milan. I just think in this City side, I think he could score 12, 13 goals this season. A little bit like the Gundogan of old. That just having that knack to arrive at the right time. So he sat there at 4.5 because they have got a plum fixture. That this Wolves team's struggling. Looking through their pre-season fixtures, they seem to have played pretty much the same 11 throughout. So a very consistent team.
Who Wolves, yeah.
Yeah. Where it seems like they know the strongest team, or they're trying to mould the strongest team, but it ain't quite happening for them. A few poor results, really. So I just think, first up, you don't want to be playing City, really. I think he could. Yeah, I think he could do well at opening day and go from there for 4.5 million. So that's Reinders, by the way. I didn't say it, did I?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like that one. I'm not quite sure on the price. 4.5. There's a lot of good options around that.
Yeah, they have priced him. They priced him the same as Savinho, Doku. I just think, obviously, Foden is looking like he's going to be missing game week 1. And if you're going to have this player that's playing off the Haaland and arriving in the box. If it's not going to be Foden, who's taking up that De Bruyne role, then this lad could score quite a few. So let's see. It's a risk, but I like to go a little bit differential. Next
Should have
up,
got a hat trick, shouldn't he?
he should have. He should have finished it. He took it round keeper, lovely, and then he just forgot to swing his foot at it.
Yeah,
Until it was too late. He played really well. Nice little cameo that for the second half. First striker, Jared Bowen. I can't get away from that fixture. Even when West Ham are crap, he's good, isn't he? He scores. He does a bit. He never seems to be far away from the points. So, and with that fixture up, 5 million. Yeah, I've struggled to take him out my team. When I've been tinkering around, I just think he's one that if I took out, he'd hurt me, and that would hurt. So he's in. Whether he's in there for 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't know. But he's in there for that first game because I just think I want to try and attack that fixture as well a little bit, even though it's not that trusting with West Ham. They're not the most reliable side.
No, but I think Bowen's a reliable player, isn't it? If there's a goal, it's going to be.
He is. Big man, Haaland, one sniffer goal against Palermo. Nice finish. Scored 4 against Wolves the other season. It was who would I be more scared to leave out. So this team I haven't actually changed since the Community Shield. So this is the same team I had before the Community Shield, and who were I more scared to have or to not have? Sorry, was between Salah and Haaland, and I just think Haaland's got that. Don't get me wrong. I think Liverpool have got a good fixture, but Haaland is usually the one that's burying the goals for City. So they do score 3 or 4. He's usually got a couple. Yeah, I don't have to explain why I put Haaland in, but yeah. And then the final player, again, this is me going a little bit rogue, is Gakpo. And like I say, this was done before the Community Shield. And I sent you lads a voice note beforehand thinking, am I going crazy going against Salah? And I know it can be a crazy move. It could really backfire, but that Community Shield showed they've got so much talent now, like across the whole pitch. That first half, I don't even think he's seen the ball. It was weird. They're watching him, and you got Ekitike and Verts, and they're picking up the ball, and they're playing these 1-2s. Gakpo's drifting off into the centre and getting involved. And it just seemed Salah was a little bit lost in that first half. Didn't improve too much in the second half. I think he only had 1 shot. Not a shot on target, just 1 shot in the whole game. So, yeah, I just think with the amount of talent they've got, I want to be in on the Liverpool attack, but I just think for 3 million less, I think Gakpo is an absolute steal. The value that you can get with that 3 million elsewhere, that can top up 3 players that you can change them from a 2.5 mil to a decent 3.5 mil player. So it's risky. It is risky, but I think I will be going game week 1 without Salah. Whether I have to, whether I get battered, especially first week, and it really, really hurts, and I've got to then probably spend rest at season trying to clamber them points back. It might happen, but I'm going to go for it anyway.
So what are you thinking cap-wise?
I'm thinking Haaland and hoping he bags 2 or 3 because he don't get it.
It's never a bad captain, is it? It's never.
No, it's Or do you play it safe and go for someone who might get you the bonus points if they don't score? It's like Saka, you might get the bonus points and an assist, which is a nice little haul. With Haaland, you've got to rely on him scoring because he's not doing anything else. So, yeah, that's my team. There's 1.5 million still left in bank, which could be Reinders to Fernandes. It could be Reinders to Palmer. I don't know. I want to go and try and attack the season, and I don't want to just play ownership. I don't like it. It annoys me. It annoys me when you're forced to have a player because you know if he hauls, it's so damaging. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's my 11.
What do you reckon, Ben?
Yeah, I like it. I know he was one of the first players in my team initially, and he was in there for a while. But I decided to use the money to upgrade my midfield and attack. But yeah, can't really argue against any of them. Reinders is decent. You can stick him in for the first match, and if he doesn't start, say for example, Cherky starts, then you just move him on to Fernandes or Palmer next week if you want to. I like the front three. Gakpo's a good one. 280 odd points last season, and he wasn't even guaranteed to start, so could be a good alternative. I was looking at something like that, possibly going Gakpo and Wirtz or something like that to get the coverage of the Liverpool attack.
Yeah.
Because you can do that if you sell Salah, but
do you think they're going to swallow up a lot of his points?
Do you think it'll swallow a lot of his points?
Yeah. Do you think so? Obviously, you hit over 500 points last season, but now you've got these lads that are coming. So you've Gakpo's going to be main star on that left hand side. Now Diaz has moved on to Bayern. You got Wirtz playing in behind and Ekitike obviously playing through the middle. Surely that eats into his points.
It could do. It's very tempting to go that way, but I just
I get it. It is. It's
he can get 2 penalties on the first game week. You win 2-0, and then we just got egg on our face.
Yeah,
so it's the ownership as well.
Yeah, Ian's saying Wirtz and Ekitike will eat up Salah's points, but I get it, but 60 points clear. How many points is he gonna lose? Because he could have lost a fair few goals there and still.
Another thing as well, like in FPL, Salah is well expensive compared to Gakpo. He's double the price. It's only a couple million more on this. 3 million more. It's not that much more. But in FPL, he's they're about 9 million, aren't they? Ekitike and that. He's about 8.5 or something like that. Wirtz is 9 million. There's 6 million, or was it 5 million difference or something? It's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, if he's on pen, I think he's going to be on pens as well. I think there's a lot more danger in the forward positions as well. Is he going to end up getting more pens? Maybe I don't know. There was a lot last season, but it scares me.
And what happens if Isak signs as well? And that puts another spanner in the works.
Surely you can't sell. Newcastle need to make it. Surely not.
Why don't they just offer him to everyone in Europe and not sell him to Liverpool?
Exactly. I would be saying to Isak, you can go. If you want to go, you can go. But you're going into Europe. You're not going to... You can't sell him to Arsenal, Liverpool, United. Why? You can't do that. They're rivals. You basically, you might as well ask them to put 40 million on for stopping you qualify for Champions League as well. It's just daft. You just don't do it. Sell him to Europe.
Well, let us know what you think in the comments below. This pod we were going to do our team reveals, and then we were going to do our normal format where we chuck the questions in at the end and we answer all our Patreon member questions. But we've got a special guest straight after this pod who we can't leave waiting. So what we're going to do is on Thursday we've got a pre-deadline stream where we're gonna be live to absolutely everyone on that Thursday. Time still to be announced, but what we'll do, we'll open up the live stream to our Patreon members' questions and channel members' questions first. So we'll spend time answering all of your questions before we get going, and then later on we'll open that up to everybody else in the build up to game week 1. But yeah, sorry, I'm not answered them on this one, but we are running a tight ship with these team reveals this week. So drop a like, subscribe, make sure you don't miss these, and yeah, there'll be a little button somewhere along here where you can click the next video, because it will be one of the team reveals we'll come to. So anything else, lads?
No, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Excited for the season. Yeah, come and listen to us waffle all season long. We appreciate your support. It's a good little journey. Let's have another winner out the Patreon.
Let's go. One of us. One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Cheers, everyone.